I probably need to get a selfie stick if I'm going to do this. But today, I thought we could do some walking tarot. I haven't done that for a while. So there's a few ways you can do this. You can come out and just ask your question or ask for guidance and just see what comes up for you with the trees, wherever you're at. I'm just in my little park, but it has a lot of wild trees. And just see what comes up out of nature for you. Another way you can do it, which is what I've done for us today, is bring your tarot deck, or before you go out, mine's in my pocket, and pull some cards. So I pulled the Queen of Swords and the Fool. So those two energies are going to go with me on my walk. So what does that mean? Well, I'm going to put that out there, that I need to be the master of my thoughts and that I'm ready for new adventure. So if I can stay the queen and the majesty of how I think, then where do I step out? And how does the Fool help me step out into new thoughts as I stand in control of them? So usually I just sit and talk, but I'm going to pause it and go out with those cards. And then I'm going to tell you what comes for me. And hopefully that helps you if you go out for walking tarot or what you do. I'll do another one day without cards and we can see how those compare. But it's a real Queen of Swords. Fool day, if you want to use those cards, then you go out with that energy. Go out and think, okay, I need to take all my thoughts that come up on this walk, need to center within my sacral chakra. Way down into my belly. They need to ground in my belly, and I need to be ready for anything. A Fool is just like, yeah, let's do this. So tell me how it goes. Okay, I realize that seems like a half-second walk because the video is just paused, but I went for my walk with the Queen of Swords and the Fool in mind, right? And I'm just going down this beautiful wooded path. If you look way in there, it's just deep in the forest. And these are what comes up for me when I just let myself be open. And so this is the kind of stuff, some of these messages might be for you, or this will give you an idea of what you can do. So as I'm walking, I'm noticing there's no evidence of spring. And that's the first thing that came up to me. There's no buds, there's no green grass. It looks dead. But what my spirit said was, you don't need evidence of spring to know it's spring, right? I know it's spring. So do I step in or just say, no, can't do it until I have evidence? So it's like saying, whatever I'm choosing to step into now, which for me, I've got some things on my plate, don't necessarily need the evidence that it's right, because I know it. I've been given other messages. The Fool's showing up. I'm ready to step out. So it's almost like it's time to take a leap. So whatever you're in, is it time to take a leap, even without grand evidence, without the letter that says, yes, you should do this, or a note, or grand vision, or an angel appears to you. You don't always need evidence to start if you just know. So I know it's spring. Doesn't matter if there's a bud, it is spring. Okay, so that's kind of some of the messages that come up for me when I'm on a walk. I also get the message that, this is an interesting one for me. If I look down right now, it looks really, really gross, right? Not like terrible, but really brown, right? And if I look up, earlier when I was walking, the trees were swaying and there was some skinny trees. And so I got this message that was, you can look down, you can look up, or you could just keep looking forward. So sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees because we are so curled up, we're just looking at our feet, right? And we're not paying attention to where we're going. Sometimes, which is my tendency, we're just looking up. We're lost in there, we're lost in the sky, we're waiting for signs and visions, and we have all these thoughts that don't really ground us in anything. And then it was like clear as day today. Or we just keep facing forward. It doesn't mean we never look up or we never look down, but if our main goal is forward, and looking out. Just look at that ground. Look at that mid-ground. Look at that eye level. What do you see? What is real for you right now? What are the steps you can put into place right now? What are the things you can do in your life at this moment without a grand message or without curling up in a ball? So that's what the Queen of Swords has for us today, with the beautiful, beautiful Fool, who I love. So if you don't feel that, like you're like, I don't know that I'm stepping out into something new, it could just have been your card for today. Maybe there's just some new things you're going to try. And if they feel true, do them. Try them. Step out into new things. All right. Walking Tarot. I hope you're blessed by that. I hope you have more spring than I do. But remember, we know it's spring.